Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I have some exciting news. We have our first channel sponsor since I've started a year ago working on my YouTube skills and video skills. So I'm really excited. Got reached out to by Dehancer about maybe a month and a half ago. Wanted to see if I could do a review of their software. Dehancer is a film emulation software that you can use for Photoshop, Lightroom, Affinity, was it Affinity? I think it is. And then of course Capture One, which is what I use to basically give your images a film-like look, filmic, if you will. So of course I was pretty excited about that, just in the fact that they reached out with me, wanted me to do an honest review, which I definitely was going to do. Wanted to make sure that I talked about what I felt was good or bad and what they can improve on in a video on my channel, which is awesome. And I will say, full disclosure, they offer to provide the software free to me for doing so. So I, of course, spent the last 30 days and went past it, so I apologize about that. When I open this up, it'll show the little Dehancer thing on the image, but I messed around with this for a number of photos while I had it, and I can honestly tell you guys right now I'm pretty excited about it. So let me go ahead and go through Dehancer. I'll do an example of a photo for you guys so you can see how it works. So as I'm sharing my screen right now, I have an image up from a street photography event that I went to in Detroit. So we're going to go ahead and right click and then click on edit with and go to Dehancer to bring the plugin up. And as you guys saw, Dehancer is a Lightroom plugin that you can use with Capture One. So when you do set this up, you're going to want to make sure you set it up for Lightroom, going through Lightroom, and then it'll become available if you have things set up correctly in Capture One for it to be used. Definitely follow the instructions. I got a little excited and didn't follow the instructions and wasted a little bit of time getting this thing set up and making sure that everything was set up correctly in the size and format. So TIFF, 16-bit, Adobe, Adobe RGB, RGB, yeah, 1999, 300 pixels per square inch, and that'll pretty much get it right for you. So when you click on edit variant, it creates a variant in Capture One for it to send over to the plugin. As I said before, I went past my 30-day free trial, which I highly recommend you guys take advantage of to see if Dehancer will work for you. But as you can see, even in this version, I'm able to play around with this thing, even though my 30-day license expired. Here's that original photo. Here's what my last edit. As you can see, I'm using Kodak Aero Color 125. I love this one. I love what it does to the image. It throws some nice amount of, if you will, saturation in there. I'm a Fuji shooter, as you guys know, and it kind of gives this image kind of like a classic chrome kind of look to it. So I'm pretty excited about that. You can see on the right hand side of the tool that we have groupings check mark. Those are the groupings that it's applying with its settings to my original image. And as I scroll down, you see that you have sliders. And then you can play with individual sliders to dial in your specific effect, and then be able to even turn some off if you don't want that effect at all. You just don't like how you don't like the feel of it for your image. And then once you go through these sliders, which can have a dramatic effect on the image as you slide left and right, so you definitely want to play with the sliders, play with the tool. Once I hit OK, this will bring this back into Capture One with that result. So as we look over here to the left, you have your different film stocks that are current in Dehancer. I've gone through a few. I can honestly say of the ones I've gone through, the black and white, as you can see, they really have, I don't know if you can even call this one black and white. I'll click on it. Yeah, you can. As you guys saw right here, they have a Kodak Eastman XX, so that's what that looks like. And then they have the Ilford XP2, which I shoot a lot, and The one thing about the black and white that you will, at least in my opinion, you will need to work on is the film grain. It brings in a lot more grain than I'm used to. So as I click that off, it cleans that picture up. I like that. So again, the ability to clean this up and get it the way you want is fantastic. But I've noticed with the black and white images that it brings in grain. And if your image is already black and white and it brings it into here, it makes it even more so grainier. So that's something that if Dehancer can look into, I think would be great. Of course, adding more film stocks will be fantastic. As you guys can see, you got Kodachrome right here. That looks great. I mean, it gives a beautiful rendering of the images. There will be some other ones in here folks may want to see. You got Ektar in here. That looks good. I like that one as well. So there's a couple in here. You got Fuji Instax, which I never really thought about, but that looks good as well. And from what I can tell, a lot of the film stocks they have, to me, start off great, which again, except for the black and white, a little too grainy for my taste. And you can just tweak it from there. As you saw, I clicked on these. You saw the check marks come up for the different groupings that you can go in and play with. So we'll leave it on the one that's on right now. Actually, no, we'll go back to the Air color because that again is my favorite. So let me go back to the Air color, click on that, and then I'm gonna hit OK. And it is going to now bring this into Capture One with that edit. So as I click on the original to bring them both up, so as you see, it brought it in as a TIFF file. It still has the I guess you could say tag on there because my license 30-day has expired. I wanted to basically give this a good go, and before I did this review. So as you look between the original raw file and what it did on the Dehancer, I like the look. I definitely like the look. It makes it easier to, get a look you're looking for filmic wise and move from there. I'm able to click on this image, and as you can see over here, I'm able to do more edits and tweak it even more if I like. So there it is. That's Dehancer. Am I excited about it? Yes, I think it does a great job. Very responsive. A lot of I could say a lot of features where you can click on and maneuver and tweak the image to your liking. Again, the black and white, I would want to see maybe it not come in so grainy. But there is one other thing. This is a $200 software, $199. So if you feel that after the 30-day trial that this is something that you want to add to your repertoire, if you will, for editing your images, I actually liked it enough to where I joined their affiliate program. So you'll see a 10% affiliate code at the bottom to knock an additional 10% off if you choose to go that route. As I learned DaVinci Resolve and continue to work in that and improve my skill set using that tool, I will look to do the same in DaVinci Resolve for those who use that to give you basically some examples and how I work through DaVinci Resolve, adding this filmic look. But for right now, I really love what it's doing for me for Capture One. You guys comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. And again, excited first sponsor for the channel. This is fantastic. You guys have a good rest of your week. See you later.